Hello, hi, I'm Cryptic Hybrid and this is Nadir. Now Nadir is a point-and-click adventure game in which you play a man who remembers his name and pretty much nothing else. He's in this strange dark place, he doesn't know why he's there, he doesn't know what he does, and you have to help him figure out what's going on. Now Nadir is a game that was developed in just 2 weeks for the Adventure Jam of 2021 and we're gonna check it out together. Let's start. Okay, so it's some underwater something. What is this place? I can't see anything. What happened to me? I can't remember. Can't remember anything. No, wait. Carol. My name is Carol. Carol Nolan. But where am I? Well, you're passed down on the floor. Oh, this is really dark. Come on. I can't see a thing. I can't see a thing. Okay, there's a monitor here. Why can't you see anything? Can I move? I can't move. I wonder if I got anything on me. Oh, yeah, there's definitely something in this pocket. United States Navy. Carol Nolan. That's my handwriting, and that photo is definitely me. Yeah, now I remember. I am in the Navy. But all this still doesn't explain how I wound up here. Okay, to move on the top of the screen to access inventory. Okay. Examine closely. No question about it, this is definitely my ID card. I can't see a thing. Well, why can't you move? What's the problem there? I wonder if I got anything else in my pockets. A letter? Lieutenant Nolan, by the time you read this, you should be several days into your mission. Though I have no doubt that you understand the importance of your mission, I want to reiterate that although the submarine you are piloting was created with some of the most advanced technology our country scientists have created and can practically run completely independently, there are still some circumstances in which human control is needed. I understand that you felt that piloting a vessel like this was something you were underqualified for, but we have already lost many good men in this war, and you are the only man in your unit with the experience that a task like this requires. Your primary purpose is to monitor the sub's activity and make whatever minute adjustments and repairs might be required in case of an emergency, and any serious problems you run into shouldn't be too troublesome given your level of technical experience or expertise. Probably I would use expertise. Just be sure to keep an eye on things. Hopefully you shouldn't be in there for more than a few days. Also bear in mind that although the submarine's priority is to keep itself functioning, its second greatest priority is keeping its pilot alive. Sincerely, J.L. Davis, Admiral, U.S. Navy. So this is from October 12, 19 something. Okay, so that makes sense, we're in a sub. Oh, and we can see a bit more. Whatever it is, I don't think I can reach it. I can't see what it is. Oh, there seems to be something there, but I can't quite make it out. I don't know if I want to touch something that I can't see. Okay. There's something on the floor. It looks like a piece of paper. I'll pick it up then. Is this... It's a letter. Another letter. Oh. April 10th. Clear text. Okay, this is better. Hello, Carrie. Or Carol, right? Because we're Carol, not Carrie. I hope you're... Or maybe that's, you know, a nickname. I hope you're doing well. There hasn't been much news about the war for a while, which I hope is a good sign. Sayani had a wonderful birthday party today. Her favorite gift is definitely the pink tricycle you bought the last time you were on leave. She's been riding it nearly non-stop and wishes you were here to see her ride it. Craig stopped by and gave her a set of crayons, and she loves them almost as much as her tricycle. Who's Craig? She asked me to send this picture to you. I miss you and I hope you'll be able to visit us soon. Love, Jocelyn. Me, Mom. Oh, that's so cute. Aw. So I guess I have a family. It's just a vent. It's too high. It's some kind of mechanical claw. No, just looking at that thing makes me feel sick. I don't know the combination of the safe. A metal cabinet. Well, let's look. Empty. Still empty. Oh, is that a door? Well, it looks like a door. There's nothing else in my pockets beside what I... Oh, no, sorry. No, click on the door. I can't tell what that is. It's a jacket. It must be mine. There's a blue pen in one of the pockets. Blue pen. I don't have time for writing right now. Anything else? There's something else in another pocket. It feels like a letter. How many letters are in here? June 2nd. Carrie, I just heard about an attack that happened near the area where your fleet is stationed on the radio. Sayani got very scared when she overheard this, and even though I tried to reassure her that you're alright, she still started crying. Every time I see or hear news about the war, my heart skips a beat, and even if it's just a report about a minor skirmish miles away from where you are, I can't help but worry. Still, knowing that you're reading these letters gives me the faintest glimmer of hope within my soul. Love, Jocelyn. Oh, that's much better. I keep seeing more and more stuff. Let me get this piece of paper off the keyboard first. Wait a minute. I think it's another letter. Oh, how many letters are in this sub? Alright, September 15th. Dear Carrie, things are still good here. The trees are just starting to change color, and even though school is starting soon for Sayani, she tells me that she's looking forward to show and tell. She's going to bring a photo of you and tell her class about how you're fighting in the war. I hope it's not too cold where you are. Well, I'm, you know, like, I don't know how deep inside the ocean. The nights here are getting pretty chilly, and I don't know how much colder it must be on a boat out in the Pacific. Love, Jocelyn. P.S. I've enclosed another picture Sayani drew for you. P.P.S. Sayani also wants to make sure that you got the picture I sent with my last letter. She says she spent a lot of time on it, and that you should keep it somewhere safe, like that secret pocket in your jacket. Okay, Uncle Craig, Mom, Dad, and me. Is Craig actually her uncle, or is like a family friend, and he's going to do something with my wife? Okay, let's see this. Oh, sorry. There is a secret pocket in this jacket. Oh, another letter. August 17th. Okay, so this is before the previous letter. Carrie, summer has been beautiful here, but I'm glad it's almost over. Some days it's been too hot for Sayani to ride her tricycle for very long, so she's been spending a lot more time inside drawing pictures. She keeps asking me questions about what you do in the Navy. She asks if you fight pirates with cannons and swords, or see giant squids when you're in your submarines. She drew another picture of you, which she says is you battling an enemy. I don't know where she gets some of these ideas, but I can't deny that she has quite an imagination. Love, Jocelyn. Dad. Enemies. And I'm writing a sea serpent. 835. Okay, this must be a code. 835. What a strange machine. Error. Press any key. System has experienced an emergency shutdown. Security code required to restart system. Please type the 3-digit security code and press enter. 835? Invalid code. Strange, I thought that would work. Invalid code, not invalid, sorry. Okay. Let's try the save then. Okay, let's try here. 8, 3, and 5. There we go. Oh, more letters. Jesus! Another letter. How many freaking letters? September 20th. Carrie, I'm afraid I have some bad news. It's about Sayani. Oh no. She was riding her tricycle in the driveway, and I was watching her while I was talking with Nancy. Then a man in a red car came flying down our street as if the devil himself was after him. At the same time, Sayani had started to pedal into the street. Oh, I don't like where this is going. I ran towards her as fast as I could, screaming for her to stop. The driver slammed on his brake as soon as he noticed her, but he was going too fast. I jumped forward to try to catch her, but what? The doctor said that her left arm and leg are broken, but what they say they're really worried about is something that might have happened to her head. I don't remember what they called it, but I'm praying that it hasn't happened to Sayani. She hasn't woken up since the accident. Oh no. I've been at her bedside for nearly an entire day, holding her hand and telling her that I love her and that I'm here for her. I didn't want to write you this letter, but I realized that there was no way I could keep something like this hidden from you. They still say that there's a chance she will fully recover. Well, I mean, the leg and arm will be fine, right? In months time, but her head. I wish it was something I could do, but all I can do is pray and ask you to do the same. Crap. It's a scrap of paper. Okay, what does the scrap of paper say? It says Sayani's age plus Sayani's birth month. Maybe it's the code? Sayani's age. Okay, wait, the first letter? No, not this one. The letter about her birthday party. So is this it? Okay, yeah, so Sayani had a well for birth. Okay, so it's April 10th, so birthday month is 4, right? Or 04. And then her age, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6. If she drew an accurate picture of her cake, then it's gonna be 604. Let's try that. 604. Invalid code. 064. No. 406. Let's try the other way. No. 046. Month and. Okay, code accepted. Nice. Okay, so that clue was wrong. Okay. Sub status, lock unlock door, unlock hatch, access communication functions, initiate engines. Let's try status. Sub hull integrity has been severely compromised due to impact with a high velocity outside object, maybe a torpedo. Large breach detected near stern on starboard side. Manual subcontrols are currently disabled, as any further motion will trigger vibrations that will cause the breach to widen and quickly flood the interior. Since the only manipulator arm capable of repairing this breach was damaged in the collision, manual repair of the leak is required, so I have to do it. Current sublocation, so we are 350 meters deep about. Okay, let's do 4. Communication equipment has been severely damaged. Okay, so we can't talk. Let's do unlock door. Door to rear compartment is now unlocked. Alright. So let's go check about this breach. I kind of like that like you were adjusting to the light in here. Oh no, I got to do something about that leak before it gets worse. Okay. Oh, this is towards the... Okay, the hatch is locked, right. There must be something I can find to repair this leak. I mean, it's not a big leak, but it's... Oh, of course, it's another letter. How many letters? This is crazy. September 26. Carrie, Sayani regained consciousness 3 days ago. I don't remember much from that day except joy, tears, and relief. She seems so well despite what she's been through. She didn't even cry when the nurse told her that she would have to be in a wheelchair for the next few months. Right, of course, I was thinking that that's gonna be required. Even though everything in my heart tells me that I should be overjoyed, I can't help but notice how confused Sayani's words sound now, or how she sometimes stares at me as if she's forgotten who I am. I've asked her doctor what he thinks about how she's doing, but he isn't telling me much. Still, Sayani is a strong girl, and I have no doubt she'll pull through. I brought her crayons, and she's drawn a picture for you, which I've enclosed with this letter, wishing you all the best, Jocelyn. Oh, okay. That looks a lot worse than the previous pictures, the previous drawings. But maybe it's because she's using her other arm. Maybe it's not specifically something about her, you know, brain. It's another one of those mechanical claws. And another letter. Yeah. Oh, this looks different. October 7th. Carrie, I know I said how the house seems so empty without you in one of my older letters, but that was before what happened to Sayani. I never realized how cold and lonely the house is without the sound of her little feet pattering through the hallways and her voice asking me to look at her latest drawing or read her a story. I wish you were here. We both do. I wish I didn't have to say it, but she isn't getting any better. Every day I come to visit her, she feels less and less like herself. The doctors say that there's still a chance she'll make a full recovery, but I just don't know. Sayani, my little Sayani. My fingers just brush against the hem of her skirt when I try to catch her. If I had just been a little faster, if I could have gotten her attention a little sooner. I'm so sorry. But why is this written differently than the previous ones? It's very odd. There must be something I can find to repair this leak. The door to this locker is too crumpled up to be opened. Let's see, what's in here? An inflatable life raft, a life jacket, first aid kit, and some signal flares. I think the only reason I need these emergency supplies is if I don't fix the leak in time. And I guess I could swim up 300 meters, but I don't know. I mean, wouldn't that be too much? The door to this locker is just too crumbled up. There's nothing else in my oh, sorry, no. The door to this locker is jammed. There's nothing inside this locker except for this flashlight. I better take it. Okay, we got a flashlight. And it works. Yeah, cool. Let's see here. Nothing inside the locker. So I can't go here. Too high to reach. So what do I do with the pen? Okay. That's the, oh sorry, let's go back. So there was nothing in here. I sure wish I had this flashlight earlier. Okay. Oh, another letter. Alright. October 9th. Carol, Jocelyn tried to take her life last night. Sleeping pills. She'd been gone now if she'd be gone now if she hadn't had a moment of clarity shortly after taking them and called for an ambulance. I talked to her in the hospital today. She actually thinks what happened to Sayani is her fault, and nothing I can tell her is convincing her otherwise. I also visited Sayani today. The first thing she asked me was, "Where, Mama?" I almost broke down right there in front of her when she said that. I managed to tell her that her mother was away on an important errand. So who's this? She then asked where you were, and I told her that you were still out at sea, keeping our country safe. They're thinking of transferring Jocelyn to that mental hospital in the city where they can keep an eye on her to make sure she doesn't try to do away with herself again. Even though I want her to be safe, taking Cece's mother away from her in the state that the kid is now, God, just thinking about what might happen tears me up inside. I honestly don't know what I should do. Sayani and Jocelyn are the only family I've got, and I feel like I've already lost them both. I know we haven't really stayed in touch over the year, and I'm sorry that this has had to be the event that prompted me to reach out to you. Oh, sorry. Okay, so this was Craig. If there's any chance you can convince your superiors to let you have a few extra days of leave, for God's sake, please do it soon. Craig. P.S. Sandy gave me this picture to send you. Love that. Okay, she's a little bit better. What's this? Tools. A large toolbox. Let's get it. Okay, I should be able to fix that leak now. I'd better get to it fast. Alright. Okay, we got tools. We got tools here. Wait. Is it tool? Oh, okay. Wait, okay. This toolbox seems to have everything I need to fix this leak. Well, here goes nothing. I think I've done it. I've just had to see if I can. I just see if I can start up the engines. Hey, they've started on their own? I guess I shouldn't question it. At least we're finally moving. Is that gas coming to the vents? Hopefully, it won't take long to get back to wherever I was. I'm so tired. Sayani, Jocelyn, I'll be home soon. That was weird. Aw. What? We're back in the... Okay. So he just fainted? Okay, let's resume. Wait, where are we here? Okay, after we got the flashlight. Okay, let's try something else. So we repaired it and the engine started working. Wait, let me check really quick. Okay, let's access... No, let's initiate the engine, let's see. Engines will remain off until damage to hull has been repaired. Oh, and so maybe because I repaired the damaged hull, you know, this being like a, I don't know, self-driving sub, it just turned on the engines on its own. Alright, let's go about this again, because there was this button in there. I'm gonna check that. Okay, get the letter. Cleared. Oh, sorry. Okay. So that's the toolbox. This is automatic control emergency shutdown switch. Okay. Okay, warning. Switching from automatic to manual control. Carry, don't. Carry, please. What the hell? Sub now set to manual control. All locks released. I'm through with that thing. It's time to go now. What do you mean? What do you mean it's time to go? But shouldn't I... All locks released. Where are you going, dude? I definitely need these supplies now. Oh, he's just gonna get out? On his own? It's a bundle of emergency supplies. Okay, let's get out, I guess? But why would he leave the sub? Why would he just control it? And go back up? Well, I guess there's no turning back now. Okay, go. I mean, he's flooding... that's bad. I mean... Please be seated, Lieutenant. Seems like you've been through quite an ordeal, Nolan. I gather that you now understand what happened. Mostly, sir. I feel like I've gotten most of my memories back. So this is a debriefing or interrogation, maybe? Okay. But I still don't remember much of what happened right before I found myself on board that sub. That I can fill you in on. But I'm sure you've gathered by now that was no ordinary submarine you were on, Lieutenant Nolan. The first letter you found was right about one thing, that sub's technology was very advanced, but it was far more advanced than the letter led on. For that sub to operate almost entirely on its own, it required a computer so complex that it could actually, dare I say it, think for itself. Ooh, okay. It had a database containing not only all the information required to run itself, but also an in-depth knowledge of human psychology and physiology. Sorry. And not only could it mull over this knowledge by itself, but it could interface with the outside world, observing and interacting with its surroundings, learning ever more as it did. We suspected that the enemy was working on some sort of project which could have given their side a serious advantage, but a submarine that practically had an intelligence of its own was something I doubt any of us suspected. How did I end up on board it then? Well, you were knocked overboard during a heavy storm. Around the same time, several enemy subs started closing in on our fleet. They retreated quickly when your side started firing back at them. But not before one particular sub captured you. So it's an enemy sub. I think I understand. I still don't know. I still don't see how I lost my memory though. Well, that was another trick the enemy has up its sleeve. The sub was fitted with several canisters of a potent gas that could be pumped into and siphoned out of the air supply. Exposure to this gas could cause unconsciousness in less than a minute, and 3 to 4 minutes of exposure is enough to cause temporary amnesia. If you breathe it in for any longer than 5 minutes though, what, I'd be dead? I see. Fortunately for you, the sub had been badly damaged during the battle, and it needed someone to repair it so it could rejoin its fleet. However, it needed you to feel as vulnerable and desperate as possible, where the need to follow its instruction drowned out all other rational thought. So it was trying to control me. To do that, it employed a skill that so many intelligent creatures have learned and used to their advantage: deceit. With the combination of its abilities and its extensive knowledge of us, it was able to fabricate a scenario that nearly convinced you into believing it was real. It was able to create items as relatively simple as a typewritten letter, letters with a typeface that made it seem like an actual person's handwriting, and even images that perfectly mimicked the artwork of a young child. So that robot arm was doing it. You say that you believed the sub-story until you opened the door leading to the stern. CERN, correct, Lieutenant? Yes. When I first opened it though, I saw something that seemed wrong. I might not have realized what was wrong about it first, but in hindsight, it seems as clear as day why it had that effect on me. And what was that it looked wrong to... that looked wrong to you, Lieutenant? That looked wrong to me. The leak? It was the water leaking in the sub. What was strange about that? Well, the sub indicated that we were lying on the ocean floor at a slight angle, but the water was falling straight down. I see. Right. Actually, long before I noticed that, there was something else. I didn't realize it initially, but there was something I noticed when I found my ID. What, the picture? It was the ring I was wearing. Since I had no clear memories of my life when I woke up inside the sub, when I started reading those letters, I naturally assumed that I was married and that ring was my wedding band. But it was actually a Kladak ring? A what? A Kladak ring. There's sort of a tradition that my grandfather brought over from the old country. the hand it's worn on and the way the symbol on it is orientated is supposed to indicate one's marital status. And if it's worn like this, it means that the wearer isn't married or even in a relationship. It slowly became clear to me that the ring I was wearing wasn't a wedding band at all, but was twisted around to give the appearance of one. Sneaky little sub. There's just one more thing I was wondering about, Lieutenant. Yes, sir? When you were getting ready to leave the sub, what convinced you that you weren't going to be drowned after opening the hatch? Well, to be perfectly honest, sir, that was just one thing I wasn't completely certain about at the time. I had received the impression that the submarine was relying solely on me to repair it. And if that was true, I reckon that if there was even the tiniest chance that I managed to find a way to open the hatch, I couldn't risk letting myself be flooded with seawater and losing its one hope of survival at the same time. It was a gamble, but it was one that I was willing to make. Fortunately for me, I came out the winner. I see. Well, Nolan, we all owe you a great deal of thanks. Capturing that sub has put us on a level playing field with the enemy. Once we have a more thorough understanding of its technology, it shouldn't be too long before this war is over. As a token of our gratitude for your service, we've agreed that you should be granted 6 months leave. Hopefully that should be more than enough time for you to recover. That's all, Lieutenant. You're dismissed. Yes, sir. Commander James Wyatt. Thank you for playing. Aww, we're at the surface now. So everyone, that was it. That was Nadir. Now, I guess this was the good ending and the previous one was the bad ending. I don't know why it exited the game, but that's it. That was really interesting. I mean, I was fooled about. Okay, I grew suspicious, or I thought it was something suspicious that there was a letter that looked like it wasn't written like by hand, but I guess none of them were written by hand, so I was fooled like all over. But that was a really interesting story. Not a long game, but it's pretty compact. I mean, it was a little bit weird that there were so many letters to find, and that was the main form of kind of communication with everything outside. But it makes sense that something that had to influence me would use something like a letter, because it's just the most direct way of kind of managing Carol and kind of moving him into the direction that the submarine wanted him to go. But that was it, everyone. That was Nadir. Now, if you want to check it out yourself, or you want to show it to someone who might be interested in it, the game is available on GameJolt for Windows. It's available for free, so just give it a go. If you play, maybe also leave some feedback on there, say what you like, what you didn't like, and please remember that it was made in just 2 weeks for the Adventure Jam of 2021. So it's not, if there are any bugs, you can report them, but it's just keep that in mind that 2 weeks, it's a very short period of time, so it's not going to be like a very lengthy game. It's not. There might be some issues, so just keep that in the back of your head. Thanks so much, everyone, for watching. That was Nadir. Thanks thanks again. Why not? If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up real quick. If you like what I do here, then please subscribe to the channels. I say channels plural, because I'm on YouTube, youtube.com/cryptichybrid. I'm on BitChute, bitchute.com/cryptichybrid. I'm on Odyssey. Just search Cryptic Hybrid on there. And just subscribe on those if you want to see all the cool games that I cover. Check out the back catalog, and after that, please take just half a minute to see the ways through which you can support me financially, so I can continue doing gaming coverage and more for a very long time. The best way to support me is to go to cryptichybrid.locals.com and subscribe there. It's a monthly subscription service. It's like a Patreon, except it's better because it's not Patreon. It's $4 a month, and you get tons and tons of perks like early access to videos, monthly support only live streams. You get to decide what games I'm gonna play on specific live streams monthly. One coming up this next Monday, You get behind the scenes content, you get to ask questions for future interviews that I do, so your questions are going to be asked before anyone else's, and you get to participate in game giveaways. So there's tons and tons of goodies for only $4 a month. cryptichybrid.locals.com. You can sign up for free. You don't have to pay anything. There's a basic membership which doesn't require you to pay anything, and you will get updates, but you know, there's some things that are locked, you know, only for people who support with you know, the minimum of $4 a month. Other ways to support me: you can give me a direct donation to the PayPal link in the description below. You can donate cryptocurrency to the Paystring link. You can donate bats, basic attention tokens, if you use the Brave browser, and check out any video of mine on YouTube or any post that I make on Twitter at Cryptic Hybrid. Follow me there, of course, if you want to know when I go live, when I post stuff, when I do interviews. Well, if you don't know when I do interviews, just sign up for on Locals and you'll know before anyone else. And I also post stuff on Twitter about games coming out, you know, sharing stuff about, you know, Kickstarter for various titles and more. So check it out at Cryptic Hybrid on Twitter. And last but not least, another great way to support me: use the Humble Store affiliate link in the description below. Just you know, bookmark that and use it whenever you want to make a purchase from the Humble Store. If it's a bundle or a game on there, just use that link. It's not going to cost you anything extra. You just tell that store to give me a small percentage of the money you spend there. So it's a very, very small thing that you can do, but it can go a very, very long way. It hasn't so far, but you know, we're getting there. Hopefully I'll be able to cash out some money from you know, humble purchases, you know, in the next year or so. We'll see. But use that. Again, it costs you nothing, and it's one way to support me and all my endeavors under the Cryptic Hybrid umbrella. Thanks again, everyone, for watching. This has been Nadir, and until the next time we see each other, have an awesome day.